I'm Jan, and I'm speaking to you today from my Hearing Center, a division of Odd Practice in Palm Springs and Boynton Beach, Florida. So welcome. So today's topic is the parts of a hearing aid. And while we're going to be going through the parts of the hearing aid, remember the individual parts don't make that much of a difference. It's how it all works together and works with your brain to give you the best hearing possible. So you've heard me talk before about brain hearing. It's 2 ears and a brain. It's a system that works together. And what the hearing aids do is to work with your brain, and we have the ability to adjust that. But it works with your brain to help you hear better in noise, in quiet, when it's just a little noisy, when it's really noisy. It helps you know what is behind you. It lets you know what is to the sides, and it lets you know what's in front of you. So let's now get to our topic, which is the parts of a hearing aid. And we'll talk a little bit more as we go along about how those parts work within the hearing aid. So I have a hearing aid here, just to show you. For those of you who've never seen a hearing aid, I also wanted to show you the size of a hearing aid. So here's a device, and here's a dime. So you can see they're really very, very small. Okay, they're not very large. Although when I hold it up to the camera, it may look large to you. It really is not. There are three major components of a hearing aid. There is the microphone, and there are three of them. So there's one there, and one there, and one here. So there are three microphones. There's an amplifier inside of the device that makes the sound louder. And then there is a receiver, which is this right here, that small little wire that kind of tucks into your head. Nobody ever sees it. And then there is the tip that goes into your ear, okay? So what that does, sound comes in through the microphone, then it will be amplified by the amplifier, makes sense, right? And then what it's gonna do is it's gonna decide, is that noise? Is that speech? Is that speech in noise? Where is it? Is it behind you? Is it to the side of you? Is it in front of you? And then it's gonna decide what it's going to do. It's like a mini computer in your ear. It really is amazing at what it can do. And then you've got the receiver that will go ahead and bring it into your ear so you can hear it. And then your brain can decide what's going on around you. So when you look at the different receivers, which are an important part of the device, we can use a small soft dome to put that in your ear. We also have devices that are like this that are made specifically for your ear and fit in your ear. And it decides whether we decide which one to go with, whether it's a soft dome or a mold that we've made for your ear. Depends upon your hearing loss. Maybe what you're used to if you've worn devices in the past, or what it is just what's going to fit best for your ear. Because again, every ear is different. So now we've gone through the parts. Again, remembering the parts are important, but it's how it all works together that I think is amazing. And so one of the fun facts that I learned is that it is a computer within your ear. There is this mini computer that's inside of here. And there's something called a core, which you may have heard about when you went to go buy a computer, whether it's a desktop or a laptop. And a core is how different parts of the computer chip talk to one another. So there's different layers, and then there's different sections. And a core is how this section talks with this, and this layer talks with this. Now, you know, I'm saying big, and we're talking a microchip computer is microscopic. But when you went to buy your computer, they were very proud to show you that it had 4 cores. They call it quad core. And yet what is in this device is 11 cores. 11. So it's really doing a lot of communicating. Again, getting that sound up to the brain and letting the brain help decide where that sound is and what do I want to hear. So hearing aids are amazing today. They really are. I want to remind you, come on in and see me. let me test your hearing. We never charge for a hearing evaluation. You just come on in, make an appointment. Come in, we'll go ahead and evaluate your hearing and decide. Do you need a hearing aid? Don't you need a hearing aid? And if you do, what is the best for you, for your lifestyle? What is the best for your budget? Those two things are very important. And then we will give you the best hearing that you can. So I want to remember, give yourself the life of a hearing aid. If you're struggling in hearing and you're walking around going, huh? What did you say? Pardon me? Don't do that anymore. We've got amazing devices that have amazing parts to them that can do amazing things. So give yourself the gift of hearing. That's all for this week. See you next week.